So you work with people who have a good understanding of the business, okay, and life, and they have a strong following, and they present, like, really great networking opportunities, okay, because these people have an understanding, like the Pinder Goel. I people, you look at the followers of these guys who are, like, on social media. You look at the kind of tweets these guys make, like Sridhar Vembu's tweets very recently, like, he's done some of the tweets really good. So you look at, like, the social media presence of these guys, followers of these guys, the way they think, it is very, very different. So you really like that kind of culture to flow from top down to into the organization, right? Let's move next. And these are workplaces primarily, they have like cutting edge technology, and it reduces mindless and clerical work. So in MNCs, and I will tell you this out of, one person sharing his experience with me, is that they are significantly geared towards automation. Okay, so they don't want people sitting and filling up the things. They don't want, like, work which is clerical in nature. They will want to reduce that element, and they will want to automate it and change the systems. Okay, lot of MNCs are geared in this zone, okay, because they want things to be automated. They want less, they also want less people influencing the systems. Okay, so they want to reduce the manual interference wherever it is. Now, this is what, if you haven't checked this movie, The Internship, okay, it's about like two people who were looking to get an internship with Google, and they're, like, the office and the things that are there in Google are kind of portrayed. You check it out how it works. So what is the kind of work standards for Google? These are the things that are shown. They actually shown the nap pods that are there in that movie. So they are offering things like a nap pod. They are offering tree houses. So they're doing anything different which reduces the monotony for the employees and makes them feel, really happy to contribute. There is substantial investment that they do in the training of the employees. I can say this, like, from personal experience. Okay, so you have to actually go through a specific induction and training period, and there will be, it's not one, there'll be like a host, there'll be lots of trainings that you would actually have to go through, okay, before you really start contributing. And the HR will keep, like, a track of where you are with that trainings. So they invest a lot in training their employees. The training is kind of customized because they can leverage this, so it will not be like a general training, theoretical training which is given to everybody anywhere. It will be customized to your company and the business of your company and how it works. So and the trainers are, like, I have experienced one person specifically, they will break it down to so much of an understandable bit. Okay, it will be like you are listening to a story and yet you understand really complex concepts. Okay, so um, this is the level of the trainers that you can find, right? So again, this is like, a comparison between MNC and Indians for, the manager support in growth and learning. And you can see that, there is a very high rate of support in MNCs. Okay, while here we not in the zone where it's not, it's like, more of the domestic companies which are in there. Yeah, please move. Yes. So you will get to move on challenging and cutting edge deals and issues closely, and which have implications across the globe. Um, this definitely happens if you are going through a transaction. It is like, you wake up with a new kind of issue every day. Now we are going to talk about that, like when we look at the life of someone in an MNC. But yeah, you come across a lot of them. So this is like how challenging is your current role and responsibilities. You think it's a cushy, like, job which is like a 9 to 5, but it is really challenging. And the thing is that challenging doesn't mean that it makes you do, like, grunt work. Okay, it is intellectually really challenging and stimulating. It will make you apply a huge part of your brain. Okay, and by a period a transaction is over, you will actually experience that you have grown significantly. Okay, that kind of situation can arise. Okay, so very challenging, more than challenging is all high in MNCs. So you have a very good quality of life, and there are several perks which are like that. So whatever these perks are, these are drawn towards people getting increasing their efficiency. Are you eligible for long-term incentives in MNCs? Yes, 80%. So you have a structured work environment, and this matters a lot. You realize how things can be put into a system. Okay, you realize how things can be organized. You realize how internal controls can be put at a point of time in a company. Okay, it really matters a lot. Okay. So you feel the organization provides flexibility and autonomy for you to get work done as per your convenience? Again, in an MNC that is high. So just remember there is a great deal of structure, and yet it is not stifling you. Okay, it doesn't make you feel that you have to go to someone and get something done and get something approved. You still have a fair bit of flexibility and autonomy for you to work around and produce outcomes for the company. Next, yes. So they have very well laid out and transparent internal policies which will reduce discretion and incentivize good and collective behavior. They try to ensure that their employees don't indulge in petty politics or negative behavior. You will have seen this. In fact, I have experienced this as a marked difference between Indian entities and MNCs, because you cannot have things which are really petty kind of politics in there. Okay, you have a lot of structure, so you have to work according to that structure. So what is the level of satisfaction that was there on the slides that you have? Okay, so with the company policy and its implementation, so if you see very satisfied, there is a very high rate in the MNCs. Okay, just move to the next one. Yes. International exposure giving you a larger playground and opening up future opportunities in so many cases, like Yash mentioned for his colleague in Africa. So many cases you will have a situation that you can move jurisdictions. Okay, if your employer is present across the globe, and there are systems in these companies where you will be able to see the openings and opportunities across the globe, and if you are up for it, then, and if you have the requisite skills, you have that chance to move across the other countries. You see a long term career opportunity at your workplace. If you see, yes, it's a very high on the MNC, and then in the Indian it's maybe, which is very high. Okay, let's move. So moving across countries is always a chance. Like I said, you can have always a chance. There is more structured hiring and firing and performance review mechanisms, leaving less chance for subjectivity. So it's not like if you are not, if one of the promoters doesn't really like you, or okay, they don't like people with more height or short height or something like that. So that's why they are not looking to hire you or something. It's not that at all. They are very well laid down criteria for employing people. So here is again a comparison. How much of clarity do you have in regards to your variable payouts and recognition? And again, like there's a proper clarity which is very high in MNC, and then no clarity, you can see it's very high. Little clarity is there in both the sides. And they have this, they have a great focus on performance review. It's not taken like just a formality which is to be completed. They give a lot of importance. It's done in a lot of detail. Okay, so this is another thing, and it is really stunning. Okay, it is a possibility that you can get into upper management or a CXO zone from the legal. Okay, you may be heading, or you may be in a legal domain, and you may be leading the legal function, and you have a chance of moving into the CXO zone, the top management, from a legal function. Okay, this is very difficult in other cases because the chances legal otherwise is seen as a cost function. Okay, so you would not bring the people into the management zone, but it's possible here. Okay. Uh, on interviewing senior legal professionals, we observed that they thought legal was remunerated on par with other functions and there were few discrepancies. So they were not seen as a cost center, it was seen as an important function.